technology that launches satellite into space that uses kinetic energy to launch smaller satellites into space. And I think when the satellite reaches a certain altitude, I think maybe 30,000 feet, that's when the rockets kick in. I think this is a brilliant idea. It's safe fuel and it's a clean energy. It's kind of like, it's called the spin launch. And what spin launch does, it's kind of like I want to say, like an old school slingshot in your David and Goliath story, where it spins, it spins, it spins. They spin it in a device, in a circular device, and then it spins the work put on the satellite by the spinning device, which builds enough kinetic energy to shoot it in the air, in the sky. And it shoots it high enough, I think up to 30,000 feet. And then once it reaches that altitude, that's when the rockets kick in. And I think that's an excellent strategy, because it saves fuel and it's of clean energy and it's environmentally friendly. But I'm thinking other applications this could be used for. I don't know about passenger transportation, but maybe delivering goods and services, or delivering products and goods from one city to the next, right? If you could build like an infrastructure for this spin launch and maybe have them spin maybe underground, and while they're spinning underground, maybe you have like a subway, right, for delivering products and goods and things like that. I'm sure someone has probably thought of this. I hope there's money out there for it. It's already being used for satellites. I'm thinking other applications. Transporting food, electronics, consumer products, any consumer product. I really don't know how you could transport anything living, because this is a spinning motion, so that would create some type of dizziness or sickness. But I think the way this is set up, I think it would be excellent for transporting anything that's non-living, and also maybe I think that you could also use it for well, I don't. This is not a good idea. This is more a military application, and I don't like getting into that. But I'm sure that somebody's already come up with that, and I'm sure, who knows, maybe it's been used or not. Military application. I'm all about peace, so I'm more for maybe transporting medicine, food, consumer products, or even what else could there be that we could use this technology for? I guess the sky's the limit. I think that there's so many different alternative ways of transporting things now. Not just this, but there's also a technology I saw called, it's similar. They use compressed air. Now this one they could use to transport human beings. It's called some type of loop or tube technology. I forgot what it's called, but it uses compressed air and it shoots like a tube. It's like shoots a tube really fast. So this is kind of like an alternative to the high-speed train. It's not like spin launch, so you're not spinning until you build up enough kinetic energy to kind of shoot it somewhere. But this one is like compressed air, so it's not. I'm assuming there won't be any like dizziness or any kind of sickness, like any type of motion sickness. But it was a similar technology. A lot of these technologies seem to be pretty environmentally friendly, pretty efficient, and it just reminded me of this compressed air technology, where you could just basically fire off a train in a tube, and you're maybe at 500 kilometers an hour or miles an hour, right? And then you're in the designated city that you plan on traveling to. That could be another topic, but I thought it was a similar application, just for more transporting people, not so much goods and products. But you could transport goods and products as well, using compressed air. But the spin launch satellite technology was it really caught my attention. I was like, this is a great idea because you don't have to use as much fuel, and once it's like, thousands of feet in the air, then we can kick in the rockets and use fuel, which is probably a lot less than you would use trying to get it off the ground, fighting gravity just to get off the ground. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, send me an email if you have another type of technology you'd like me to talk about. Again, send me an email, and thank you so much for listening.